Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of December 28th through January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So December 28th through January 3rd. Do want to make a quick announcement. I do have some group mentoring sessions coming up. The next one is December the 29th, 6:15 Mountain Time. If you're Eastern Time, that means 8:15 your time. And then on Monday, the 4th, I have one at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, which means if you're Eastern Time, that'll be 3 o'clock. And then on the 13th, I have one coming up, and that is at 12:15 Mountain Time. So if you're on Eastern Time, that'll be 2:15. And so if you're interested in any of those mentoring sessions, get a hold of me and I can get you slotted in there. I do have openings still available for each one of those. And if none of those dates work for you, let me know and we will find something that does work for you. Okay? So let's see here. Taurus, let's look at your reading. What we have showing up is Monday's card, Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse is better than right side up. Yay. So Seven of Cups in reverse does talk about daydreaming, about thinking about what if this was better in my future? What if this was happening? You know, how could things be better in my life? And when it's right side up, it really talks about just kind of what ifing, what ifing, what ifing. Whenever you've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's a little bit further along than that. So instead of just going, what if, you're starting to really narrow down and focus on those things that you would like to be in your future. And you're starting to allow those into your life. Find some ways to allow those in. For some of you, this is going to be actually taking some action steps. And for others of you, this is going to be about, what do you want to say, about really working that law of attraction, really working that allowing, just sending that request out to the universe and just expecting the universe to bring it back. So either way, it is moving forward towards those things that you want in your life, either with very masculine energy or with very feminine energy. But basically it is looking at what if and starting to work on manifesting those what ifs into your life. So that's Monday. Now, Taurus, what you have coming up on Tuesday is you have the Queen of Clubs in reverse. Queen of Clubs, just as when she's in reverse, it's just telling me that there's somebody who's generally gets some good creative ideas or some inspiration from you. And on Tuesday, I feel like you're kind of bored with that. You're kind of over that. You may not feel like you're getting a fair shake for this. So you may be deciding, you know what, I don't feel like inspiring this person. I don't feel like giving them good ideas. I don't feel like giving them great advice. They don't appreciate what I do give them. And so this is just not feeling like doing that. And maybe even choosing not to pass along that kind of inspiration or good advice. Now, on Wednesday, you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is another one that's better in reverse than right side up. This is telling me that you did have a situation that had you worried. It had you kind of obsessing to the point that maybe you couldn't focus on everyday things. It may have been interfering with your sleep. It was just something that was just constantly going around in your life or in your mind. And so what's going on Wednesday is that there's something about that situation that has actually changed so that now you can relax about it and sort of let yourself go. Or you've done some spiritual or psychological healing so that you can relax about it and let it go. Either way, this obsessiveness that's not letting you focus on everyday life, this trouble sleeping because of this situation, that is disappearing on Wednesday, because on Wednesday you're finding some kind of resolution or solution, whether it's actually a tangible thing or whether it's something that you're doing with your own self to improve your own character. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Let's move on to Thursday. Thursday, you have the Page of Clubs, Taurus, in reverse. Page of Clubs just tells me that you're getting some kind of news about something that needs to be done or accomplished that is not your favorite thing to do. It doesn't, you just don't have a lot of passion about doing it. It's not exciting. It's kind of one of those things that it just has to be done and you know it. But it's one of those things where you just kind of put on the headset and listen to music and power your way through it because it doesn't take a lot of thought or any kind of input from you, no creative effort. And so you just do the tedious stuff you have to do and you just keep moving forward. Now, on Thursday, we have a nice card coming up. This is the Four of Clubs. Four of Clubs does talk about some type of reunion for you, Taurus. Now, this can be actually even bringing a new baby home into the family, although typically that's not, but I have seen it mean that. A lot of times this does talk about family get-togethers. Sometimes this talks about friends getting back together. Maybe if there's a friend or a significant other or a romantic interest that you've kind of had a little argument with and you've been sort of separated, then this can be a coming back together of those people. So this is a nice little reunion, and this can be a family get-together too. This can be somebody, people coming over for a first communion or to celebrate that, or a graduation, or who knows. But definitely talking about some kind of get-together. This is somebody coming back into the nest. This can also be somebody moving back into a home that they moved out of, whether it's a kid coming back to parents' homes or whether it's, a spouse that was separated coming back. But it does talk about somebody coming back into the nest on Friday in your life, Taurus. Now, you may be the person coming back into the nest, but this could also indicate somebody else coming back into the nest just as easily. Okay. I've also seen this show up for somebody coming back from vacation. So lots of cool stuff there. Right, so let's look at Saturday. Saturday, you have the Justice card showing up. And the Justice card just means that something's going to work out in a fair way on Saturday. For those of you who have court cases that you actually have Saturday court, I know that does go on some places, then this would mean that the court case will be settled in a fair way. So a fair way just basically means that if you were acting with good intent, if you were acting to your best ability, then the court case settlement will come out reflecting that. Now, if you're acting underhanded and trying to be sneaky and trying to get away with something, then the court case, when it's settled, will come out reflecting that as well. So you might have some consequences that you're not so thrilled about in that situation. But basically, it does talk about some kind of fairness. Now, obviously, not every Taurus is going to have some kind of court case on Saturday, and this is a general rating, so it's not going to apply to every Taurus anyway, but what I see is something working out fairly. So this could be you being judged by a parent or a sibling. This could be you being judged by some kind of situation at work, by a supervisor there, and this could be a lot of things. But anyway, it's something that works out fairly. So if you were behaving in an appropriate, good, above board way, this works out fairly for you. If you were behaving in a way that was underhanded and sneaky, still it works out fairly for you. You just may not like the consequences as much. Okay, so some kind of justice coming into play on Saturday. I do see this card a lot too in relationship spreads, and this is very general, so it could be relationship, it could come up in work, could come up in family, a lot of different ways. And when this card comes up in relationship spreads, something's really changing drastically. So either there's a whole shift in energy in that relationship to where the relationship is coming onto more stable and even footing than it's been on, or if the relationship is not coming onto more stable or even footing, then what's happening is these two people are splitting away because they're not an even match. It's not fair that these two people are matched up together. So I've seen it come up that way too, and that may be for some of you how it's manifesting as well. Now, on Sunday, what we have showing up too is we have the Moon card in reverse. And the Moon card in reverse just talks about that you had a situation in your life that you had just enough information to know that there was way more there than what was meeting the eye. And so when the Moon card shows up in reverse, this is saying that, guess what? Some information is coming up. Now you're seeing the full picture in that situation that was a little bit fishy, that wasn't really making sense. You're seeing that full picture. All the puzzle pieces are coming together. And when I have a Moon card come up for a day in reverse, this is telling me that that new information is actually changing how you feel about how much you want to interact with that situation, or if you want to interact with it at all. So it's significant. This information that comes to the surface is significant that shows up for you on Sunday, Taurus. Okay, so that is your week. Those of you who would like to be a part of a group mentoring session, go ahead and get a hold of me. Let me know. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by, sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that good stuff. I do appreciate all of your support. Everyone, have a fantastic week. I'll see you back here next time. Peace out.